tree. We're going to go, please. Hello, two. Have you seen that? Yes. I think this one is lost. There's a third one. But it's not Macaulay Culkin anymore. It's a different kid. It's a different kid.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
It'll be absolutely brilliant. I think it's... I've not seen it, but I think it's one of these things... There's very few things in life you should prejudge, right? But I think this is one. Yes, next one. Shit. So let's go play a funky shite as well. Get rid of play and no longer exists. Die Hard. Now I know you have a strong opinion of this. Do you believe it is a Christmas film?
It's set at Christmas.
Is that what makes it a Christmas film? Yeah.
I'm sure there's a Santa Man in it. It's singing Let It Snow or something at the end.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all just start singing. It's quite strange. Last week I did say to these guys that Die Hard is a Christmas film. And they both disagreed.
My friend, this is my favourite Christmas film.
No way.
Oh, really? It's on Christmas Eve. Get the white sleeve, give us some sort of that. Probably about 6
I think you mean wine, but it does sound like a hip hop.
That's the Die Hard every Christmas Eve.
Really?
Try and get her to bed with the kids early.
Yeah.
So I can just sit back and watch them.
Are you one of these people that can enjoy the same film again?
And I have set films I watch every year.
Do you?
I even have summer films now.
Go on.
Name of Heat with Al Pacino and De Niro. It names the Heat. Summer. In between this movie,
Yeah.
what's that one with Ray Winston? It's Sexy Beast.
Not a clue.
Funny film. Yeah.
Not a clue. Are you a very
Weird.
Are you a regimented person? Like, do you have to have your things in a certain way?
I don't like. I think I'm not. What's the word? OCD. I'm not OCD.
Right.
But I do like things to be the way I like them.
Do you have the same breakfast every day?
I do.
Do you?
What do you have? Porridge.
That's healthy.
Porridge.
That is healthy.
I hate porridge.
I just, I thought you'd be like a very regimented guy. I just thought.
Yeah, but I refute that. I like to go with the flow. I've been known to go out for a drink on a Thursday night.
Have you?
I've been known to have some brown flakes.
Oh, we put a Die Hard in goat.
Yeah.
Go on, whack it in goat feet, and then we move.
She
on.
already had.
Yeah.
She knew.
Then we move on
So
to.
far, our fastest lap is a 1
Technically,
minute
we're going to
27.
Which one are we talking? Jim Carrey?
Yeah,
the cartoon Benedict.
Not the new animation. You don't like that, do you? No.
What's his name? Cumberbatch, is it?
Yeah.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of that. And I think it's Pharrell that does the voiceover to it, which is strange. Which I don't think fits the film really. But
Anthony Hopkins and Jim Carrey.
yeah. What would you say for that one then?
Yeah, I think
Would you?
great, but pretty good. I think it's one of those ones to. I think I'll have kids to watch that. Again, I think you got caught by your other half watching The Grinch, Jim Carrey, and the Little Who's. You might have a few questions.
I don't know. I disagree there. I think that's one of the ones. Yeah, I think it's one of the ones you can watch as an adult because of Jim Carrey's performance. Hate, double hate, lower than double. I don't know why he's Scottish.
It's very good. It's got a lot of adult things in it.
Yeah.
Go watching it if you're a perv. There's nothing over 18. It's just the joke.
I didn't know that was where it was going.
Elf.
I like Elf.
Do you?
Yeah, I do like Elf. Not as much as The Grinch, so I'll probably put it in good.
Good. That's the same tip.
What's below good? Average.
I love how
It's better than average. I'd maybe bump Grinch up to go and put Elf into good.
Okay. I was going to say I love how you don't give a shit about this, but I think you actually do now because you're proper like thinking about which tier and stuff.
Yeah, you can't put Elf and Grinch on the same one.
No? Elf is below Grinch. Good man. Nativity.
Never seen that.
It's a good Christmas film.
It's dog shit.
What?
I watched about half
There's
of
about
it.
10 of them as well, isn't there?
Yeah, Nativity.
Oh, it's just in the first one.
Yeah, I haven't put the other ones on because that is mental.
Martin Freeman, isn't it?
work in, but just because he's in it doesn't save the film. I watched it a couple of years ago in bed. I fell asleep. It was shit.
Alright, well, it's
not, yeah, it's hard for you to...
I'm telling you it's good, and I like Home Alone, and Jack's saying it's shit, he hates Elf.
What about Middle Tier then?
So you can trust me on average.
Yeah, put it in average.
Both on sides.
I'm going to pick some, because I've got a long list here, but I'm going to narrow it down and pick some ones that I think are going to be divisive. Okay, we'll go for Love Actually.
The wife really likes this, and I remember buying her the Christmas album.
Oh.
She wanted to assist and never got it back, and she never shuts up about it. I'm like, just ask it back. I don't want you to make it feel like I want it, but you do.
It's on Spotify now, isn't it?
Spotify. No, I think it's not going. It's good. Because it's got strands to it. Story strands, if anyone's not seen it, there are some good ones. There's some ones that make you want to vomit your bowels out. Like where, you know, where the young kid, you know, when he sat back, his mum's just died.
You do what the boy who drums?
Yeah, and it starts, him and Liam Neeson do the Titanic thing together. I'll save your kids, and he's... Yeah, it will make you cringe. There's some really good bits in, like, you know...
That's quite good though, because
your man, Bill Nye is quite good in it. You know,
Bill Nye is
when
good.
he's talking to Anton Deck and he's like, you know, hello Uncle Deck, and you know, he's quite textbook.
I only heard for the first time the other day that Anton Deck in Love Actually. It baffled me. It baffled me.
I feel like this segment isn't great with you hosting it when you haven't seen these films.
I'm not judging them, mate. Goldbridges.
Busy Christmas. I'll put Love Actually in good.
Good tier. We'll pick 3 more. I'll go for The Nightmare Before Christmas.
So you've got 2 lots of fuel left.
Absolutely.
A list to watch.
I've not seen it.
It's good. It's cool. I think it's the Christmas film. Is it a Christmas film? Because it's set at Halloween, isn't it? I think
It's got Christmas in the title.
Or is it? Hang on. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Is it Kidnap Santa?
I can't remember what it is. I can't remember the storyline. It's like
Might even kill Santa.
possibly. I can't remember the plot line. Fiona loves it. The animation's obviously amazing. It's Kidnap Santa. That's the one. The animation's amazing. It's Tim Burton, and I love the songs in it. You won't know because you haven't seen it.
You know what? I'm going to put it in good because I know it's popular on Twitter.
There you go. I think The Nightmare Before Christmas is the Christmas film that people choose to try and get out of having a popular, having a favourite Christmas film. They're like, oh, I quite like that. It's like the edgy one to pick. So we're going good there, Fee. 2 more. Bad Santa.
I didn't like this. I only watched half of it and turned it on. It's really well liked though, but I just didn't like it. Maybe I watched it in the shower first thing in the morning. Didn't like, you know, sometimes when you get on your phone and you start watching the film and then you're on your phone and you're on your phone.
Yeah.
I just didn't like, maybe it's just a bad mood thing.
I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan of it.
I don't remember it, and I know I've seen it, so it can't be that good.
Lots of people really like it, so when I say shit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say, like, when my content was just trying to be edgy for edgy's sake, I think this is what this film is. It's just like, he's pissed and he's like doing lines of coke and he's like shagging people in his car. And I get that that's the narrative. It's a bad Santa, but it's literally like, how much stuff can we make this guy do to make him an arsehole? So it's just like, and that's just my content. Alright, we're gonna put that in shite tea. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. I've got a lot to choose from here. The Muppets Christmas Carol.
I haven't seen it for years, but I did used to really like it, so I don't really see much of it anymore. I would say good.
I think that's a good shout. I think it's an absolute classic of a Christmas film. Stevie, you're quite quiet there. Are you pondering something?
No, I like it. I'd say that's fair. I'm actually looking at the list, getting ready to change what I need to change.
Ooh.
I was preparing ahead.
I reckon, who's in the Muppets? The bloke? Who's the old Scrooge guy? Is it, it might be Michael Caine. Yeah,
He was only 16 years old.
That's quite good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Right?
That's what I'm doing it.
And you do it on the big stage,
On
right?
my show, I just put the glasses on. It's only like Michael Caine and I'll try it.
I've lost too many members of the Wayne family at my time.
I
Is
will
that
not bury another Batman.
I like it. It's going to be a good show. Now, here's the list. The confirmed Mark Goldbridge Christmas movie list. In GOAT tier, we have 3 films standing above the rest. We have Home Alone 1, of course we do. We have Die Hard. We have The Grinch. Then in good, Home Alone 2, Elf, Love actually Nightmare
Fucking
Before
hell, that's
Christmas,
close.
Christmas and Muppets Christmas Carol. The only film to take the average slot nativity, we haven't seen it. In NAF, we've got Jingle All the Way, which is a strange shout. Shite, Bad Santa, and then in Donkey Shite, which is a new tier, specifically created by Goldbridge, we've got Shrek the Halls and Home Alone 3. Now, Stevie, you can open.
So the reason I was pondering this is because, as Mark mentioned during doing that, he wants to put certain things in the list for the sake of Twitter. I want to move Jingle All the Way, but you know you're going to get better reactions from this being posted if we leave it in a naff tier.
Oh, clever, you're thinking about the content. I like it.
So I'm going to do a small one in that case. I'll leave Jingle All the Way for content and I'll push Nativity up to good.
Oh my god! Wow.
There's a few I need to watch, I think, now, based on this.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your opinions. Maybe go back, watch them, and then come back on. And we'll do a part 2 after Christmas. I reckon I will move. I'm looking at this and I'm really trying to consider it. I don't know why I'm taking this so serious. No, I know.
You know you're going to do
Yeah,
Elf.
Elf. Let's move Elf down to shite.
See, now that's good content.
Yeah. I tweeted once about, you know when people tweet their unpopular opinions on stuff, I always tweet that I don't find Will Ferrell funny, and I don't mind him, but like I actively like to push out that opinion because people act as if you've just said you've joined the Nazi party. Like it's the worst thing ever. Now, Mark, we'll talk again about Christmas at the end of the show, but you've done a lot in your life. I know you've been on the kickoff and you've done other podcasts where you speak about it. You speak about it a lot on your life, a lot on your channel. But there might be some people out there in amongst our audience that don't know who you are, don't know what you do. So how would you describe what you do?
It's a difficult question, isn't it? Because how do you define yourself these days? I don't like the term YouTuber, so I do United Stand, which is Manchester United fan channel on YouTube, which is basically just talking about Manchester United, and then that sort of built out from, I suppose, the reactions from that people wanted more Goldbridge, and I do sort of all sorts of stuff. So I do a bit of cooking with Goldbridge and going for Goldbridge, which is just basically a very shit version of this on my own. And so yeah, it's weird. I started it because of the football, but then
When did you start the United Stand?
about 5 years ago.
Did
5
you?
years ago.
Oh, you've done very well then, because that's still relatively new channel in comparison to some of the creators we've had on. This is something that baffled me. That's your channel, is it?
Yeah. So it started off as a 1 video a week sort of Sunday night thing on what is the equivalent of StreamYard now.
Right.
Yeah, shit. And then, and now it's a couple of videos a day, and we're closing in on 1 million subscribers, biggest United fan channel in the world, I suppose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. How do you do that many videos a day? I would struggle.
I suppose you just get into a routine. I think anybody who does this, and you'd be the same, and other people's, hard work goes so far, but without blowing our own trumpets, you've got to. Everyone else says, if you meet your fans, I'm sure you've got loads. They will say, what's your tip for doing this? And it's almost like, don't do it because you might take my audience, but also realistically, you've got to have. I don't know whether I suppose it is talent, isn't it? I suppose we're being a bit humble, so it's not talent. You either got it or you haven't.
Right.
And if you haven't got it, you'll know very, very quickly because people will tell you.
But when you started, how long did it take you to... I think, for anyone who doesn't know Mark's content, it's very, very funny. Like, obviously people like to see you get annoyed when United lose, the same as which I detest Arsenal Fan TV, right? I'm not just saying that because I'm in your company, I actually do. But you can bet your bottom dollar I'll be giving them a click, and I'll be giving them a little bit of ad revenue when DT's kicking off. But
so I really try hard not to do it.
You just can't.
Even when they lose, I'm like, fuck off. I ain't giving you nothing.
But you're so funny, like you're kind of like accidentally Brent quite a lot. Did it take you a long time to... I guess what I'm trying to say is, how much of it is a character, what you see online?
Well, I mean, look, I think I'm quite, we've been talking for a few minutes before, and this is probably me normally, but if you put that screen on and put a Man United match on, then it's like spark. It's a spark, isn't it? It's a frustration thing. And I think, there are people out there that when they'll go personal on Solskjaer or a footballer, and they'll, I don't ever want to do that, but I do want to vent. I do think they're fucking shit. So it will be like, instead of saying you're absolutely crap, I hope you get kidnapped or whatever, I would rather try and find something funny in it.
Yeah.
And that's where you'll start, your mind will wander and you'll go, he's fucking useless. He's panicking like,
Go on.
like a cat trying to bury a shit on a marble floor or something like that.
I think your metaphors and your kind of like comparisons are really good. Do you pre-write them?
No, I mean, you get ideas through the week.
Yeah.
Look, anybody who thinks that a stand-up comedian walks out there like Ricky Gervais with his bottle of water and he's like, oh, I'll just talk about this.
Yeah.
I imagine he's talented enough to do that.
Yeah.
But I guarantee most of it is, he's got a plan of where he wants to go.
Yeah.
And I'm, probably like yourselves, I like to go off on a tangent. So we could be talking about something, and I think, oh, actually, this is quite funny, let's move off here. It's not planned, it's just the way a creative mind works, I think.
Yeah, no, it's really, really good. It's really funny. I was watching a clip last night, doing a bit of research for once in my life, and I love the bit where he's watching Man United versus Man City, and Man United go 1-0 down, 11 minutes in, and he goes, "Fucking hell, it's 1-0 to Man City, and that it's only been 11 minutes, and the goal's been coming for the last 20." It's so good. It's so good. We've got two rumours to one big rumour to quash. What's this? It's probably the trolls, but what's this that you're not really a Man United fan? You've seen people say it.
Is this the Nottingham Forest?
People say you support Nottingham Forest. Can for once and for all, can we squash this, please?
Well, it's probably going to be the end of United's stand, but it's been a good run.
Can we squash it? I love Nottingham Forest.
All the Reds. No, I mean, I'm from Nottingham, so I suppose that's probably where it comes from. And my mum and dad separated when I was about 6. My dad's a Chelsea fan and my mum's a Man United. So in the 80s there wasn't a lot to do. But parents, before all this dad's rights and Superman Simon Ben, Big Ben. So it was like, you had to do something with your kids to keep them, basically, to get us at the weekend. So we dropped my sister off at the grandparents and take them to watch Forest then on a Saturday afternoon when I was like 8 or 9. Right. For a couple of years until he married again and he didn't want us anymore. So it will be listening. It will actually say, to be honest, that he regrets that marriage. So yeah.
Is this one of those tangents?
I'm telling you the day.
So you are a Forest fan?
No. I mean, my mum supports United, my granddad supports United, so that's the team that I always supported when I first kid was a United club. But I think when you're like 7 or 8, and your dad says, "Do you want to go and watch?" What was Division 1 football then, not Premier League. Yeah. And I got to see Meridinia play for Newcastle. Watched Gallagher play for Spurs. So, but no, I mean, look, I don't think I've been to the Forest ground since I was about 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never been down. I don't support them. A lot of my mates do from school.
Would you consider them to be your second team or not?
No, not really.
Really?
Not because of all this Twitter shit. I hate you now. I used to think you're alright. Now I'm like, fuck Forest.
I'm just trying to get a sound out. Yeah, I quite like Forest. There we go. Let me go. So you said you grew up in Nottingham.
Yeah.
What was that like? Well, you grew up in Nottingham in the 80s and 90s, was it? Or?
Yeah, so early 90s was sort of my, mid 90s was sort of secondary school time, so a bit of hard work, so sort of trying to grow sideways, which I still can't even do now.
Did you really try and grow them, did you?
They were like curtain things that hung down. you go to the hairdresser and say, "Oh, no, don't!" It took 5 years to get them like this. Oh, no, it's just hair. I know. With enough gel.
Are they called mutton chops, or is that something else?
Mutton chops is more. It comes down to like how Wolverine.
They actually do grow. Like they actually are facial hair.
Oh.
Mine were hair. Mine was grown hair.
Oh.
I can't do.
Oh, so it's like long strands from.
Yeah, I can't do what Stevie's done. I can't grow a beard.
What have you done there, Stevie?
Grown a beard.
Yellow flag.
It's been 8 years and it just protested. No, it gets a little bit better.
Right. I've heard you speak a few times about wanting to be like Liam Gallagher.
Nice, brilliant.
Did you?
Yeah, this is the thing, that's why I've just tried to go that.
Yeah.
I had like this corduroy jacket that painted out there that I zipped up with them, the Adidas Gazelles, the Benson Edges, the Camel Red Strike.
Did you?
Trying to speak in an Manchurian accent. Walking into the news agent, told Betty she'd be dead now, 80 years old. 20 Bennos, Betty. And They lived in a little village.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Did that bring you shutting about like that? You must have looked quite a scene. Like, did you get much stick from people?
We never said it to our faces, but well, there was two of us. There was me and my mate. He was basically married and I was in. And we went to this party when we was back, probably 16. And Oasis had been on the week before, and Liam was in like the thing I just described. That Noel was in like a white shirt, and they both had sunglasses on. It's the height of Windsor, and we walked into this dark disco dressed up with sunglasses on. And at the time I thought it was the height of coolness, but you know, we're looking at it now and we must go. Have you got any pictures of them?
I can't remember the being in the backyard.
It didn't exist then.
Were you a bit of a playboy?
Okay, now stay alert for threats
No,
around
I'd like to say I was. I think I was when I moved to Dublin, but up until about 18 I lived in a village where, you know, everybody shagged everything.
Right.
I had my morals.
How come you moved to Dublin?
Had a little holiday with the lads. Met some Irish girls there. Well, actually, it was just me and my mate. We went to go on a lads' holiday with about 8 of us, and month by month everyone dropped out, and it ended up with just 2 of us.
What, Noel and Liam again on tour?
Yeah, I didn't bring Noel on this stuff. I brought someone a bit cooler. I'd like took Noel on a holiday, but not met any girls. So, yeah, we went off on holiday. Burned back first day because New Year's are doing something and each other's back.
Right.
So, we had a great time. First lads' holiday. 18 I was, and we met these Irish girls, but they met us really.
And then the rest is history, is it?
Yeah, we had these long-term relationships, and then I moved over there. And Dublin made me really. It was just,
Did it?
It's a bit like an Irish London, isn't it? It's capital city, vibrant, club life. Everyone is hanging around with us.
What is this arsehole doing?
So I got the
Give me room. I've fucking overtaken you.
This Irish girl, she's not your current wife, is she? Okay, how long was you with the Irish girl?
about 3 years.
Fucking hell.
Oh, so you left her? Ah, okay, I'm just really...
I don't get it done.
So you worked in Dublin, what was your job up there?
Well, I was talking before, it's a bit like The Office. It was the early noughties. It was very much an office vibe.
You can suck my dick, mate. What is this guy doing?
They got The Office so well because I think it was so accurate.
You can take the 5-second penalty, like. What's he doing now?
Life insurance.
Fucking turning on me like that.
I basically used to spend a day. If the internet really didn't exist then, it sort of did, but nobody really had it. I mean, I remember phones came out around that time, and it was like text messaging was like, it was amazing.
Really?
You can text somebody.
Wow.
So I spent most of my day emailing at the weekend scripts I found, and then, you know, the old, what is it? Control Alt, is it? And then
Yeah.
screen really quick.
Yeah. What was it, when you say you're doing scripts, what do you mean by that?
Like pretending to work.
Oh, what, the scripts for what?
Just like, maybe I haven't watched, like, Jingle All the Way.
So, okay, so...
It's just filling time bored. I genuinely didn't do much work. I've always been very good at getting out of doing work.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'd go into the office half an hour early to look at my weak spots on my computer desk so that if someone was getting a drink of water or walking past, you almost knew what time to click your screen.
Oh my god, really?
That's why I was probably quite good in the police because I know the tricks.
So how do you go from being this life insurance guy that's just reading Jingle All the Way on the computer to actually being in the police force? Because that seems like quite a jump.
So when I came back from Dublin, I had no qualifications. I went to C in maths and English, that was it. And although I had quite a good job in Ireland, in England, they were like,
Okay, clear.
Irish. So, no, that's the other way around actually. And I couldn't get a job anywhere, and my wife, who's actually been, you know, I'm just give her a shout out. She said, "Why don't you go in the police?" And I went, "Ha! We're my family. See you next week." And then it's sort of over a few weeks, I just was like, actually, this might be the only thing I can do because I wanted to be the fire service, but I'm not very good with heat, so I was like, that'll do it. I genuinely don't like the heat. I'm really irritable in the heat, so I'm not allowed anyway. So I went in the police, cops and stuff like that. Just like, it's a cliche, but I just wanted to be a detective, so I went into the police, I was in uniform for about a year, and then detective for about 10 years before that.
Really? How is it? That seems like you kind of just fallen into that, but that job seems like something you have to really like. Don't people go to fucking college and uni for years to get into stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I was screwed.
So how did you
Used to that anyway.
What, did you just apply for it?
Yeah, you've got to pass some tests, and like, some of the people that idiots who turn up, you're like, you don't even tuck your shirt in, mate, you're not going to do it, but
Right.
you could technically go in with no GCSEs, but it's the police.
Really?
Yeah, and some of the idiots that were in.
Madness. What was that first year like? You said you was, what was you first before you was a detective?
So, you just go into uniform.
Right.
So, you're acting, you're boss.
What, and you just sort of walk about and that?
Yeah, and just walk about, try to stay out of trouble. He's getting beat up. You know, like, it's the old jingle all way script again, isn't it? I just try and avoid trouble. Radio be like, there's a big fight kicking up in the Arcadian.
Go on.
I haven't got a busy for it, have I? Yeah.
No, but yeah, you do look like you.
No.
Yeah, we were speaking about this. Are we allowed to say your age again?
Yeah, late 30s. We're both in our 30s.
So you're walking about. You're not a community support officer, are you?
No, God, no. That's like the TA instead of the army, that is.
Is it?
Yeah. We used to be with them.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What, you look
They're more respected now.
Yeah.
PCSO, sorry.
Yeah.
The channel.
But back then,
They're very expensive waste of space because they just don't. And the worst thing you ever had was one of these PCSOs who like to get involved.
oh,
Go and stick, there'd be a gang up around town and they'd be like, getting in their face a bit. And then the next thing you do, PCSO, need backup. Yeah, and you turn up, you go, I don't want to back you up. You've forced it yourself. You've got no powers.
yeah.
Next time, give them a good kick in.
Are they employed by the police force?
Yeah, I think so.
But they're just like a sub-genre that are like.
I don't know whether they exist anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, you still see him knocking about.
they call people call them plastics, don't they?
They can't do it.
Fuck off,
Do
man.
they not? Do they not arrest them?
Yeah, see, I felt bad at this. I was driving down the motorway, and I do drive by the speed limit. And these black and yellow ones, these are the PCSO traffic ones, and not the police ones. So they drive along quite quick, and they're out. There's one of them. And they've got no power. They're just there to make people feel scared.
You can tell where this is going.
Yes, it is. Well, I felt like, well done, mate, I can get you out of this. It was going bad enough. So they might have more powers now, a decade later.
And then, when you're walking about, what kind of stuff did you have to do in that first year? Did you get in any danger?
Yeah, I mean, I worked city centre, so I went to
And this is where? Sorry.
Birmingham city
Birmingham,
centre.
right.
So after London, it's probably up there with Manchester. It was quite. Yeah, you get lots of robberies, stabbings, shootings, fightings. My word. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really busy because when I went to police training college, it was like 12 weeks really strict. Like it was like being in the army.
Right.
We're not in the army,
Yeah.
and they were like, put your hat on properly. Do 20 press-ups.